Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the weekly Conversion and KV Core Conversion Plus and KV Core Tactics webinar. On these webinars, we tend to talk about traffic and conversion techniques. They're not so heavy on the actual nuts and bolts of the platform. We have a wide range of trainings available for that, but this is more about how to get traffic to your sites and how to turn that traffic into leads. So what I'm going to do now, if somebody could, while I do this, just let me know you can hear me. As usual, I'm going to get the shareable link to this document. If you're watching live, you'll be able to see it live. If you're watching a recording, then you'll be able to click down below the recording somewhere, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, and get access to the document. So here we go. There's the document, everybody. You'll notice below the headline of the document, you can see it says, yes, these are recorded, and there's a link to the YouTube and the Google, the Facebook playlist for you, so you can watch all the old episodes of these if you want. So today, what I thought we would do, I'll confess, I didn't plan very well. I've had some personal stuff going on and kind of started planning a little late, but I kind of talked to Annalisa. You there, Annalisa? And we both kind of, talked about how one of the big problems people talk about is getting engagement with leads. And we did some blogging stuff a few weeks ago. We've talked about retargeting, but whenever I hear from somebody that, hey, I'm not getting interaction with my leads, my answer is always the same thing. It's, dude, you just gotta get out of your shell and do some video. So what I hope to do today was just talk about some video conversion tactics, not so much lead generation, but sort of some videos you can create and how to create them in a way that doesn't scare you so much, where you don't have to be yourself in front of the camera if you don't want to, and give you some tools and tactics for that. So let's jump on in. Theory, K Plus and KV Core automate a lot for you. Of course, that's why you have a system like this, marketing automation. We got to stay up, keep up with the Joneses, stay up with what the marketplace is doing with this stuff. But the problem is that nowadays our competition all have the same systems, and even though Conversion and Core are, ahead of our competition, the other platforms out there in a lot of ways, they only go so far. These are technical tools. They do cool autoresponders, texting, emailing. But anytime we innovate something, it's easy for the competition to come up and do the same thing. And the point of that is that you're going to be using the same stuff your competitors are using. There's only one surefire way, in my mind, to rise above and differentiate yourself, and that is with good content. I have here, to eliminate just being another name without a face, sending drip emails and text and all that, you need to create richer content that lets people know, like, and trust you. And I know many of us have heard this for years. I had a program called the Real Estate Video Toolbox back in 2010, I think, with Josh. That wasn't very well received, but I think that year they were talking about that being the year of video. And even though it's come a long way, the industry as a whole isn't on board, and you still have a big opportunity here to, go ahead and say, hey, I'm a gal who's going to do video on a regular basis. I'm going to profit from it because I'm going to convert more of my leads and generate more. So video is the answer. And then last final theory thing I want to bring up is no. You don't need to be professional. And as you guys are probably about to see me on the screen, I look like a mess. I'm on my vacation. But generally, when I record a video, I don't really care what I look like, because I just want people to know what I am raw. And, you got to know that money follows speed, right? You probably heard that quote. And then there's a book out there, Ready, Fire, Aim. I highly recommend it, that talks about this idea of, if you're better off just kind of getting something out the door, getting it done, getting it out the door, and then aiming later, which in this case would mean you might do a video where your hair doesn't look perfect and you haven't shaved for weeks and you're not dressed properly, right? But at least you got it done. And then maybe later on, if you think that video or that idea is working on some level and you want to go back and refine it, you can do that. So I'm kind of doing this because I'm addressing some of the objections I know go on in the minds of real estate pros who are like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the video. I'm going to get around to it. I need to get a good camera. I need to, I need to get a green screen and have a nice studio. And I really want to encourage you to not worry about any of that stuff for the purposes of what we're talking about today in general. All right. So let's just jump in. Frequent question I get is, what tool do you use when I see one of my screencasts? My go-to is Screencast-O-Matic. There are other tools like Camtasia, ScreenFlow on a Mac. But for $18 a year, this is a very good little tool, and I think I'm going to be going into this in a minute and showing you some tips and tricks how to use it. You got some basic editing features, not basics, pretty good editing features. There's a free version that's watermarked. I just highly recommend you go ahead and you do the 18, and that's a lot more affordable than paying for a full Camtasia or ScreenFlow account. And for my money, it's a little bit easier to use. So Screencast-O-Matic is what I'm going to use today for creating videos. All right, so you can check that out later. The other tools are going to be YouTube and Facebook video and live, and there's a very popular and very cool program out in this industry. It's called BombBomb. I know a lot of people love it. I'm not going to badmouth BombBomb, but all I'll say is that you can get most of what's done there accomplished with just simple links to your YouTube and Facebook videos. So I'll just address that up front. But everything I'm talking about today, of course, you're welcome to do on BombBomb if you want to. And I'll just remind you that conversion and core, you're able to embed videos in your emails, or at least links to your videos in much the same way you can with a BombBomb. So you might be able to save that money if you're thinking about an account there. Okay, so but that's all you really need: your existing conversion tools, Inside Real Estate Tools, and then the free platforms, Facebook and YouTube. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty now. And I intentionally did not prepare these videos. Well, it wasn't intentional. I was kind of a little late preparing. I was thinking maybe it would be good if I created these ahead of time, but maybe I'll just create them live so that you can kind of see the process. I thought that might be useful. All right. Yes, Molly, we'll definitely share the recording. That will be posted again to the YouTube and Facebook pages. You'll always have access to those. All right. So videos you can create and integrate into your conversion funnels. And the first one that I have here is just a basic thank you, tell me more about you. And this would go out, either show it right after someone opts in to a landing page. So you can build landing pages with Conversion and KV Core where you embed a video. And if you're using those landing pages, you can have a thank you page with a video on it. So I think what I'll do after I create this video, I'll just quickly create one of those to show you how that's done. The second way is in your emails and auto emails and auto texts, because we are able to send automatic texts and emails, so you can simply send the links within those. And I think that if you want higher conversions at all, this would be the very first place to go. Look at your immediate autoresponders, your email and your text, and ask yourself, do I have a video going out in those? And if you don't, this is an opportunity right here, all right, to do so. So I'm going to pull up Screencast-O-Matic. I'm still at my in-laws in Pennsylvania for the summer. We come up here every summer from Florida. I shower about every 4 days. I know it's disgusting, but they're a little bit rural. I never have to leave the property and see people, so don't think anything of me. And I don't care, honestly. I would probably just show this video to my real clients anyway. So here we go. I have Screencast-O-Matic launched up right here, right? And you're going to download that. Make sure you download it and put it on your computer. It's a little more awkward if you try to do it in browser. So I have the downloaded version, and then I'm just going to go ahead really quickly, and I'm going to click record. Okay, so when I click record, and this could, in theory, bog down the GoToWebinar a little bit, so just bear with that. I'm going to have some options here. Now, the options I'm going to have are straight webcam, both. So you'll see when I go to both, the box is still on the screen. I assume you guys can see the screen. I really hope you can. I really hope you can. You should be able to. You guys see the little rectangle? Can somebody let me know? I'm worried that the software might not show it on GoToWebinar.
I see the record and the rectangle, and I see a little fade of you and your RV curtains in the background.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I just want to make sure what I was talking about was viewable. Okay, so you'll see these little boxes down on the right where I can either be just my screen, I can have my little window down in the bottom right, and that can actually be moved around now or later. Or I have this kind of center view where it's just me, but then I can start talking and then click off into this. So one of my favorite techniques is if I don't want to have my face in front, I'll do a hybrid where I'm like, hey, it's Ryan here. Hey, it's Ryan here. And then I'll click the little box down at the left and then pop it down into the bottom. So Just a little hack or technique for you. And that's it. So I'm going to record this first video. It's kind of a thank you, all right? And this scripting, I'm not going to write a script for you because this should be natural. This should just be something you do as if you're talking to a friend, you know, unrehearsed almost. Just imagine somebody just hit your website and you're just talking to them like you met them at a bar, okay? So I'm going to go, oh, hey, Ryan here with eXp Realty. Thanks a lot. Just want to do a quick thank you. Thank you for hitting my website, looking at properties today. You probably will get an email from me, or you might have got this video as part of an email. That email will have a link back to our site where you can log in. You can search all kinds of different sets of properties. Be sure to check out the foreclosures. You can search new construction, multifamily. You know, with technology these days, of course, you can do a lot of cool stuff online, but the best way for me to serve you and for you to really find a good deal in this marketplace is for us to have a little bit of interaction. So if you would, just reply. I'll put my email or my cell number or maybe even a link to something that will let you tell me a little bit more about what you're trying to do, why you opted in to my website, and I promise I'll get back right in touch with you within 1 business hour and we can take it from there. So thanks again for checking out my site, and I look forward to working with you in the future. All right, so that's that. And you know what's funny, guys? I never hit record, obviously. It's a little hard because it's a little meta here. I'm talking to you and trying to do that, but you know, I would have hit record and then I would have done a countdown, and then I would have done everything I just said right there. So maybe in the Google Doc, I'll record that fresh later when I don't have the same pressure of you guys watching me, and I'll put a link to the finished product. So bottom line, I'm gonna hit done here for a minute. Here. Bottom line is, on that first video, the talking points, okay? Hi, thank you. I am me. Hi, thank you for hitting my site. How about hi, I'm Ryan with company. Thank you for checking out my site. Here's some cool stuff you can do on my site. So if you can sort of tease some features, you heard me do that, some of the features that might be in the conversion site, that's a kind of a cool way. Here's some fun stuff you might do. Tech only goes so far. Better if we interact. Tell me what's up. And basically this tell me what's up, you know, you kind of got your introduction, and this is really what this tell me what's up is. This is the call to action at the end, and any good video is going to have a call to action at the end. Like, what do you want people to do? Why did you create the video? What do you want them to do next? In this case, our goal is to get a little more interaction than we would get by not having done the video. So it's just tell me what you're looking for, reply to this email. And depending on what channel you've done the video for, that's going to be a little different. If you texted it to them, then maybe you would say, hey, text me back. You know, if you emailed it, email me back. If they're sitting on a landing page, which I was going to show you here, how to create, then you would have maybe a button to schedule with you directly. That would be an option. So I did promise I would show the creation. Come on back here, 1 second. I did promise I would show the creation of a landing page. So in order to do that, I need to do one more step that I skipped, and that is upload the video to YouTube. So let's do this real quick, all right? You're gonna have to watch me do this again, because I didn't hit record, but I'll do it quicker this time. Hey, it's Ryan with eXp Realty. Thank you for checking out my site. Just want to say a quick hello. If you would, please reply to the email or text you're watching this video from. Let me know what you're looking for. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do on my site, but it's even better if you kind of reply. Tell me what kind of property you're looking for. If you're looking to sell, tell me your situation. I'll be happy to get right back in touch with you within 1 hour. Look forward to working with you in the future, and that's about it. Talk soon. Bye. All right, so I had to get it down. So I then hit the pause button. I click done. Right there. And what I wanted to show you was you can save as a video file and then upload it to Facebook later, but Screencast-O-Matic has some native uploading features, right? So, oh, good question. Alone is asking who wrote Ready, Fire, Aim. I think it's Mark Ford, the guy from Agora, but he has that might be his pen name. Ready, fire, aim. Let's just knock that out real quick before we upload the video. It is, oops, Michael Masterson. That's one of the pen names, or it might be a different guy. Don't quote me on that, but Michael Masterson. Okay, so this video is done, and then I can upload. The first time you upload, you're gonna have to authorize YouTube. It's pretty easy. So I have a number of accounts here. You just add an account, you launch your web browser, you sign into YouTube. It's pretty simple to do. 8-year-olds are using this software and getting it done. So I'm gonna assume you can figure that out. And then you simply just say, hi, nice to meet you. All right, pick the channel. You can have multiple channels here. Okay, and then you can set your privacy. If you don't want this searchable online, you can leave it as unlisted, so you don't have to be embarrassed if people find it. Never set it to private. If you set it to private, people won't be able to view it. Public is everybody can view it. You can set tags and SEO it if you want, but really don't really need to worry about that right now. And you just hit publish. And what it'll do, it'll take a few minutes. It'll upload it to YouTube. And while that's doing that, I'll pull it over to the side. Let's go in now and create a capture page for it. So not a capture page, a thank you page. So after somebody opts in, we're gonna have a page that we can link to. And in fact, you can link directly to this page if you want from your emails that we're about to create. So in Conversion Plus, the way you find that is under lead generation, and then it's build landing page. In KV Core, I had this all open, but I closed it. In KV Core, it is under lead engine. And it's the same tool right now in both platforms. So either way, you're going to get to the same place. And then you're going to have landing page right here up at the top. And you click start building like that. I logged into the wrong KV Core account. I had an old demo account. So for now, I'm just going to do this out of conversion. Click build landing page. There we go. And then what I'll choose for my thank you video page is I can either choose video plus lead, or I can choose video view. And what I'll do in this case, here we go, waiting for my video to see it's on. I'm waiting for that to be done, but I'll just say, hi, nice to meet you. Have fun with it, or have none at all. You can double click any of these areas right here and get rid of them. Mike, that sounds like a support. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's weird. That's definitely just a quick support issue. Hopefully they can get that knocked out for you quickly, but I'm not sure why. Yeah. And then you can actually double click and get rid of your logo if you want. So hi, nice to meet you. I could have wrote text me. What I'm going to do instead, though, is I'm going to set my button to be my contact page on my website. All right, so you would go to your site. Ugh. I cleared all my cookies a few days ago. Usually this stuff just pops up, and then you clear them and you got to retype everything in again. So I just want to go get my contact page, and I'm going to make that the button on this thing. So right click, copy link address, and then my submit button is going to be this. It's going to say, click here, tell me what's up. Now I'm very casual, right? Do whatever fits your personality. You don't have to type, click here, what's up, tell me what's up, do whatever makes sense. And then my video for that is, oh boy. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. My computer just went a little nuts. There we go. Okay. And my YouTube ID, that is now finished. So I can copy that right out of Screencast-O-Matic. See, I can copy my link right here. And I'm not, please listen closely. I don't want to this confuse you, but it says YouTube ID. It's not the whole link. So if I paste in the thing, it's actually just the number after the YouTube. So, and before there's like an HD part, but it's just the ID of the YouTube video right there. And then my URL after video was my contact link. Here we go, like that. And then I'll just get rid of all this stuff again here. All right. Okay. Okay, so now I can click save. I can change my background if I want, and all the other stuff there. Click save. There we go. The lag, guys, I'm pretty sure had to do with the rendering of the video on Screencast-O-Matic while I was talking to you on GoToWebinar. Plus, I loaded a page with a video playing. It just bogged everything down, but hopefully you can hear okay now. All right, and now I have this URL that I can share around the web. So in my drip campaigns and stuff, and it's got this nice thank you page. And I can also use this over and over again if I'm building other landing pages. I think that this is a good way to go, especially if you're using landing pages, you're generating your own leads, aside from just driving traffic to the conversion site. If you can have a bridge page, we had an older session about 2 months ago about this, where you let people know who you are, they see your face, and whether they like you or not, the people who have rapport with you are going to be more likely to reply to you. So it's definitely good to have one of these bridge pages in your arsenal, and that is how you create one. And that is the first video. Save the link somewhere for later use, and then we'll move on and do some of these other types of videos. So that was the only one I'm going to do that had a live action, okay? These other ones I'm going to do as a screencast, all right? And I want to show you how to do that because I think this will help a lot of you guys not be so nervous about what you look like. So the way I'm going to do my screencast is I use Google Drive. You go to drive.google or docs.google.com, and you choose the new presentation. I use their little slide creator. And what I like to do is say, hi, here's some hand-picked listings, okay? We're gonna do a hand-picked listings video. And then you can go to just get a picture of yourself. I'll just go to my Facebook real quick. Before I came on, there were like 8 people chatting in there, all kinds of crazy stuff. So hopefully they've gone away. Let's see. They seem to know when 3 o'clock on Tuesday is. Here we go. Copy image. So I'll copy my Leghorn image there out of my profile, and then go back here. So if you're afraid to get on camera, all we need to do is this. I'm gonna go ahead again. Okay, I'm gonna click record. Now I'm doing this relatively quick. I'm gonna pick screen only. Hi, Ryan here. Saw you were noticed that you were searching on the site. It seems like you're looking at stuff in the 200 to 300 range down in downtown St. Pete. So I went ahead and picked you out some listings. The link should be accompanying this video in the email. And just reply. Let me know what you think. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. All right. So this is sort of the BombBomb thing, right? Where you can record inside an app and it's all slick, but there's nothing stopping you from just ripping a quick video like this up to YouTube, either from your phone or using Screencast-O-Matic. I hit done, right? And then I go ahead and click the upload and upload it, right? So that's another one. Introducing my lender. So this could be a straight screencast. So my lender, good friends of mine, are over at Bond Street Mortgage. I know that was a typo. Here we go, Bond Street Mortgage. It's always great when Google caches a typo. I've done that like 8 times the last week. Here we go. And then same process again, just kind of like repetition here, guys. Go back to my recordings, hit record. And this time, let's do a both. And I'll do my face in the bottom right. So I'll choose both, and then I'll choose the option down at the bottom right here where it's kind of like me in the corner. Hey, me again, Ryan with eXp Realty. Just wanted to mention, if you're thinking about buying a house or an investment property sometime soon, of course, the first step in the process is going to be to get pre-approved for a mortgage. One of my favorite lenders to work with, mostly because they're very responsive. They've got a lot of products available. Their rates are very competitive, is Bond Street Mortgage. If you head on over to bondstreetmortgage.com and you go under mortgage types, you'll find a nice menu of types of loans here. If you happen to be a veteran, they've got some great stuff for that. If you're a business owner, there's some awesome bank statement only mortgage products out there. So that's it. So be sure to go ahead and reach out to them, ask for a pre-approval letter. We're going to want to have that so when we start to show houses, we start to look at houses together, you're ready to go and you don't get beat out by another buyer who has that. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, so basically, guys, I got a little distracted in my Skype here, but basically that video is the, hey, get pre-approved video, and then you're plugging your lender. This video could actually be appended. I can upload this to YouTube. Lender recommendation. Publish. Can be uploaded to YouTube, and you can put this in the signature of all your emails that go out. You know, need a lender? Watch this video, right? And that could be the PS in your main Gmail signature line and all the drip emails that go out. And your lender would probably, we did a whole co-marketing webinar, your lender would probably be very happy to see that all of the traffic you have going out there, all your leads are seeing that kind of plug for them. And it might make them more receptive to kicking in on the co-marketing budget, right? You know, Zillow, what have you, your conversion site, whatever. So that's that video. Area market update. I'm not going to bore you guys. I don't think I need to record this one, but I'll just kind of show you where to do that. I think I did one of these a few months ago. We talked about it, but you can go to your site here. And if you go to the areas down at the bottom, so I could pick Bel Air. And there's an area page for every zip code on your conversion and KV core sites. So if you go to /areas/ either the zip code or a city, you have this wonderful page that kind of shows market conditions. So all I'm going to do, again, I'm not going to actually record it this time, but all I'll do is I'll bring up my handy screencast. You see how quick and easy this is? It's always on your computer. It's ready to go. You know, you don't have to prepare. And I'll just hit record and say, hey, here I am. I just have a quick update about Bell. Looks like stuff is you know, in the 400,000 range, and just talk intelligently about what you're seeing. The highest price listing is XYZ. Average days on market, is that on here? Let's see, market health. Oh yeah, reductions. Looks like there have been less price reductions in July than there were in previous months, and so on. And rip that out. This is a good video that you can, again, mass email out or send out in drip campaigns if you're doing a lot of prospecting around a specific area. Maybe you'll just replace this video every month or two, but have that go out on day 3 or 4 if you know that you have leads coming in for a certain area. Rhonda's asking, can you change the areas listed there? I'm not sure. That would be a support question. Possibly. It may just be pulling. It seems like it's all the A's in my market. And just know that you can always get to those in a number of different ways, but just go to your site /areas/ the city name, or it works the same with a zip code. So if I do the zip code I live in, it should bring that up right here. Cool. Is it there in Conversion Plus? Well, this is a Conversion Plus site on the front end. Do you mean in the back side? In the dashboard? I'm not sure if those are in the dashboard. Annalisa, do you know? I can take a look. Actually not sure about that. I'm not sure. Sorry, a little stumped. All right. But yeah, they're easy to get to from the front end of your site. All right. All right, next one would be same idea, guys. New listing video. I think I'm just going to give you the idea this time, but what would you do? Well, you would just go to a listing on your site and hey, this just got listed in the 33711 zip code. Thought you might want to know. This might be less of a drip campaign kind of thing and more of a mass text that you send once a week. So you could have a recurring thing on your calendar that says, hey, send out a new listing of the week. And you just go ahead, you get to the page, and it will be very easy for you to fire up your screencasting software, pull up the box, draw it, put your face in it or not, depending on whether or not you want to be seen, and just say, hey, Ryan here, I got a new listing in the 33711 zip code, 225. I think it's going to sell really quick. If you know anybody, let me know. It's 2-bedroom, 1-bath, right? And just talk about the features really quickly. And then, oh, the first time home buyer tips and slides. This was the last kind of type that I wanted to bring up here. And we'll go back to the slides. And it's very easy, let's get rid of this, to create sort of tutorial videos that tell a story. So it would be like the 5 hacks for first time home buyers, like the three best areas to invest in St. Pete, Florida right now. That's your first slide. And then let me get rid of the screencasting for a minute. And then once you have one slide, just a hack here, you can hit right click and then you can duplicate that slide and it'll come up and it'll look almost exactly the same. Number one, right? Northeast, whole Northeast. I have no idea. But so for any of you guys from St. Pete, don't laugh at me because I'm just kind of naming neighborhood names. I don't know if that's the best place to invest right now. Kenwood. Right. But the point is, you can do these sort of list videos: 3 best areas to invest, 5 things to watch out for if you're selling your house, 3 home search hacks that'll help you get a better deal when buying a house, right? Okay, not quite a neighborhood, but there you go. And then you simply start up. You bring up Screencast-O-Matic, draw the boxes here. You know, you can draw it nice and neat right around the box, and you can make a pretty clean video here. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Start talking. The 3 best areas to invest in St. Pete right now. Now, I'm going to mess up on purpose, blah, 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 because I want to show you how to edit the mess up. All right, so 3 best areas to invest in St. Pete right now. And then you can actually use your down arrow. Number 1, the Old Northeast. The Old Northeast is great. It's right there downtown. It's awesome sauce. A lot of people want to live there. 2, Kenwood, a little bit off the beaten path, right down Central. Great housing stuff. Still a great place to invest. Gulfport. Oh, those hippies. You got to love those hippies. All right, so you go ahead. You talk about each area. You're done, and then you hit pause. Done. All right, and what I wanted to show you was you have this sort of thing where you record each slide and you talk about it. It gives you a lot of structure. It looks very clean, even though all it is black text on white right there. And then the editing is very easy to use. So I have here, right here, it says edit. All right, so when I started, I had my voice kind of chopped in the beginning, but I'm not going to worry about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit edit. And then I'm gonna hit tools and there's a cut option. And I can drag the area I wanna cut at. And you can kind of tell because you can see where you were talking, and I'll preview. Okay, so that sounds better. I'll hit okay. And then I had a part there where I intentionally messed up. Oh man, I'm on fire today, I guess. All right, so I would take that, cut that out, right? And go ahead. And there's some other features. I could do tools. I could do an overlay, and I can put some text. Attention buyers. So there would be situations where you'd say, oh, I forgot to mention something. You can kind of do a bubble up top that fills in that detail. All right, so Screencast-O-Matic has that built in. It's very cool. You can do in and out transitions. That'll kind of fade them in and out. So very good. Again, for 18 bucks a year, there's some really good tools here. You can change the opacity, things like that. Another tool you might need is the speed up and slow down. I've done videos where I'm kind of talking, so I'll show you that. We'll go back to mine right here. You can actually take this, if I hit edit, tools, speed up, I can select it all and make it like 8 times faster. All right, and it looks like I'm just kind of talking really quick. Well, this makes for a really good teaser video on Facebook. So if you're, say you do a regular speed tour of a house, you could then speed it up, upload it to Screencast-O-Matic, speed it up, upload it to Facebook and say, hey, see, here's a quick look at 123 Main Street, and it'll induce the click. It makes for some really cool marketing, and you'll see that only took me just a second to use that tool, speed up the whole thing, you know, or do it vice versa, do a slow. You can also blur certain sections out. I hope this is useful for you guys. I don't want to dig deep and spend all day teaching you how to edit, but I think just pointing out some of these features will give you a little more confidence with video production in a way that doesn't require, you know, a degree or years of creative experience. So here we go, tools. I can hit blur. So say you want to blur out the price of the houses, or maybe you don't want the listing agent names to show from your website or something like that. You know, I could do overlay, and that would be blur, and I can set that right there. And then you just drag how long you want it to blur for. That's what this blue thing is, and hit OK. Okay, so let me see if there are any other editing features. Those are the ones I mostly use. You can insert other videos. You can paste existing recordings in. So you could have like if you want to make one that's sort of the open of all your videos, you can go on Fiverr and get like a cool like logo reveal, like Keller Williams Realty, you know, and shows your face on it. For $5, somebody will probably build you one of those, and then you can kind of keep that here and merge it in by merging an existing recording in. Yeah, and I guess that's about it. So some light editing features. I think I just gave you some video inspiration. There's probably 100 other videos you could be making, but I think that if you went ahead and put these all in the can, spend an afternoon just using the screencasting ability, you know, you don't even have to put your face on them, and then you took the YouTube URLs, right? So each time they upload, you get the URL, and you start to embed them in blog posts, put them in your follow-up emails. You're going to be really happy with a spike in the amount of engagement you get from your leads. And the reason is that you're no longer just a name and an email address. You're a face, like you're somebody who's demonstrated some kind of expertise, and you've done something, you've hit them in a different modality. If you study NLP, right, they've heard your voice, they've seen your face, you've hit them in a different modality than your competitors have. So that's that. The last thing I'll close with here is just to kind of show you how you go about popping videos into emails. This is kind of basic skills with conversion, but let's go ahead and take a look. So I'll go into KV Core. That would be under Marketing Autopilot. While that loads, you can make, see this is one of my favorites, this kind of slide video where your voice just records and talks. You could make a nice 20 slide video about anything and call it a webinar. This is just this is less of a conversion and more of a lead generation technique. Good question, Kamal, I'll get to that. So record this, call it a webinar, and offer it with a landing page, like free recorded webinar, first time home buyers webinar, and you're gonna be really happy with those results right there. So just an extra tip that came to mind. Here we go, it loaded up for me. So I am very new to KV Core personally, so I'm gonna try here. I'm gonna go into Smart Campaigns. Kamal is asking, can I keep video on my main site or any page on an original website? Absolutely, you can embed YouTube videos, and I believe you get away with Facebook embeds inside of your blog and on custom pages inside your website, definitely. And that's probably, I'm glad you brought that up, that's probably the best way to do this. When I come in here, I have my default lead new buyer. So I'm just going to go into an existing campaign and take a look at it. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to punch it up with somebody's video. So new lead, send a text. That's a task. That's a call. That's an email. All right. So the first email right here. Email template. I'm so sorry. All right. So a first email, video hello. Oh my goodness. For real. Core, you need to build your template first. You don't build it on the fly the way you do with conversion. So I will go here and add a template. Kamal, you're absolutely right. This is in Conversion Plus. I'll show you that in just 1 second. It's under settings up at the top right. And then it's at the very bottom. You can do this a little faster in my opinion. So initial email, template scope. That'll be just me. Hello. Hi, quick video for you. I saw you were just on my site. Here's a quick video hello so we can get to know each other. So what am I doing here? You know, this is very conversational, right? This is not professional in the sense that it's not, hey, my name's Ryan. I've been a realtor 20 years. I am focused on making sure I do a good job for all of my people. Stuff like that. The email that a lot of times will go out. Instead, it's hi. It's got context. You were just on my website. Here's a quick video for you. Check it out. And then what am I going to do? Very, very simply, I'm going to grab that link and copy it, and I can paste it right into the email. And even if they just click that and go over to YouTube, it's fine. It accomplishes the trick. I could also link back out to that landing page I made for this purpose. Or I could link out to a blog post that has that embedded. That'll be up to you guys. I'm just trying to show you the possibilities here today. And if I were doing this slowly and deliberately, I would probably embed it inside of a landing page so that they can go back to my site. Oh, great point. Latricia's saying Loom. Loom has a really cool platform as well. It's like Screencast-O-Matic. You guys can Google Loom. So that's that. And I believe there's a way, but I'm not remembering. Annalisa sent me a link, and I think I pasted it into the doc. There's a way for you to embed videos in your emails in Core. In Conversion Plus, you would go up to Quick Actions. You go up to your name, click My Settings. And then I probably have, it's a new demo account I have. So I might create a new campaign. This is new buyers. I won't share this one. Click Add Campaign. And then my initial text, hi, thanks for checking out. Play quick video, hello for you. Right, and then I would pop the video or link, and then in parentheses, feel free to reply here after you watch the video. Okay, and the email would be very much the same. So in Conversion Plus, if you just paste the email in, I believe it expands out like BombBomb, and then they click a link. So it looks kind of like a nice video inside of the email. All right, any questions about that, guys? I think you kind of, there's lots of documentation about how to get the videos into your blog posts, into your emails. The most important part, the reason I want to do this today was to kind of give you some inspiration and convince you maybe that it's a good idea to just go create these really quickly. And I get a lot of questions about Screencast-O-Matic, so figured we'd run through that. I think we did a pretty good treatment of it today. And I would personally love to see some of your videos. In fact, if you would, it would make my day if you do record any of these types of videos. Why don't you comment it wherever you're watching this recording, wherever we post the recording of this, and let me see it. And I would personally be happy to critique or help you edit or figure out, how to optimize and use any videos you create here. This is, again, something that so few people are doing, even though it's well known. And for those of you who are a little older, up over 40 like me, you know, that new crop of agents coming in, they were born with this stuff. My son's in the house right now playing Fortnite, recording himself at 7 years old. So you almost, not to scare you, but you got to get on this. I'll start making these videos because it's second nature to the new generation coming up. All right. Any questions, guys? Sure, Rhonda. There are in-depth trainings. We do have a landing page webinar in the playlist that was done a few months ago as part of this series, where we dive deep into how to create all different kinds of landing pages. So that might be a good place to start. And there's a calendar should be in your dashboard. Every day there's a few classes going on with the training team. Right, Annalisa? I think I'm just not hearing her. Yep, you're there. So so where would somebody go to learn more about landing pages? Is there a specific session every week about that, or is that part of the new orientation?
So within the TV Core dashboard, they have different tools of which they can look at them. So on the TV Core dashboard, on the upper right hand side, they have like the top 10 coaching classes. And we're currently, so if you close that template out and go to the dashboard, top left.
Oh, the top 10. I see.
Top 10. There should be a little button that manifests. Oh, there it is. Top 10 training series.
Okay.
So that is a great place where you can learn how to leverage different tools of TV Core. And I'm currently mimicking this in the conversions. That's something I'm working on, creating in the conversion to bring that data and idea over. Now, in regards to training elements, they just on conversion dashboard, if they go to the upper right where the question mark is on the keywords like landing pages.
Okay, you're breaking up a little. I don't know if we both are, but
it's just good old technology.
Yep. So there's a whole bunch there, and then if you go into the playlist as well.
Yeah, and the K plus is all conversion plus. So that's how you'll determine what ends with which product.
Great. So Kamal's asking where the old videos of these sessions are. They are at they're in the doc that I pasted, but if you go to the conversion fan page, they're under videos, and they'll be right up here in this playlist. So it's facebook.com/conversion, and I post them every week to both groups, so you can just go back through the groups and you'll be able to find them as well. And they all have a link back to the replays.
You put them on the Inside Real Estate YouTube channel, is that correct?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Are they also on the Inside Real Estate YouTube channel?
Yes, they're on the YouTube. They're on the YouTube channel, and that's linked from the document as well. From
Perfect.
Right here, there's a whole playlist. And I'll paste them to you live now, so you have it. Here you go. Send to all. But for anybody watching the replay, you should be able to find that link somewhere near where you're watching the replay. Okay, guys. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and get going today. I would love to see any videos you create, and we'll be back next Tuesday. All right, have a good one. Bye, Annalisa.